Hi, I'm Pastor Abel Arroyo. Welcome to You've Got This, quick tips for meeting using Robert's rules. In this video, we will review motions. A motion is a proposal for an action someone in the meeting wants to take. Anyone can make a motion by being recognized by the chair or moderator. They simply state their proposal clearly and succinctly. Nothing goes to discussion without a motion being on the floor. This is where knowing your vocabulary becomes very helpful. But for a motion to come into play, there are specific rules our friend Robert has put into place that we need to keep in mind. Obtaining and assigning the floor. A member raises a hand when no one else has the floor. The chair recognizes the member by name. The member makes a motion. Once recognized, the voting member can present their motion by saying, "I move that," or if they are requesting that a specific action take place, they can say, "I move to." I move that there is no meat on Fridays. Getting a second. After a motion is made, it needs to be seconded by another member of the group. This shows that there is at least one other person who supports the idea and is willing to discuss it further. I second. It is moved and seconded that there will be no meat on Fridays. A second is not needed if a motion is co-authored. Also, it is possible to call for unanimous consent after the motion has been presented. If there is no objection, the motion passes. If there is an objection, then we move into the pro and con debate. When debating motions, listen to the other side. Focus on issues, not personalities, and avoid questioning motives and be Christ-like. Debate and discussion. Once the motion is seconded, it's open for debate and discussion. Members can voice their opinions, ask questions, or offer amendments to the motion. The chair or moderator ensures that the discussion remains civil and focused on the topic at hand. Voting. After sufficient discussion, the chair calls for a vote on the motion. Depending on the assembly's rules, this could be done by voice vote, a show of hands, or a more formal method like a roll call vote. Outcome. The motion is either adopted or rejected based on the majority vote. If adopted, it becomes a decision of the group and is recorded in the meeting minutes. If rejected, the group may choose to revisit the issue later or table it indefinitely. Recording decisions. It's important to keep accurate records of all motions, including who made the motion, who seconded, and the outcome of the vote, and any amendments that were made. This information is typically recorded in the meeting minutes for future references. So, circling back from earlier, let's dive into the different kinds of motions available to us. In our previous example, we talked about motions for presenting an idea, but let's take a closer look at meeting specific motions. These are actions or requests within the guidelines of Robert's rules that we want the assembly to get on board with. Let's quickly go over what these are and how they play out. Amend. To change part of a bigger motion that is already being discussed. I move to amend the motion by adding every other month after no meat on Fridays. Appeal the chair. To try to change a decision the chairperson made. I appeal the decision of the chair regarding no meat on Fridays. Call for division. To have the chair count the votes individually when it's hard to tell which side won by a voice vote or by raising hands. I call for division to verify the vote count individually, as it's unclear which side has the majority. Delay. To postpone the discussion of the motion until a later time. I move to delay the discussion on no meat on Fridays until our next meeting. Extend or limit debate. To set or change how much time will be spent on debate. I move to limit debate on no meat on Fridays to 15 more minutes. Main motion. To make a proposal. when there are no other matters being considered. Nominate. Use during elections to nominate someone for an office. I nominate Matt Smith from Grace Lutheran Church for the position of treasurer. Order of the day. Use to keep the meeting on the schedule written in the agenda. I move to follow the agenda and proceed to the next item of business. Point of privilege. A point of privilege is a mechanism for raising an issue that affects the rights or well being of the assembly or its members. This addresses an issue that hinders an individual's or the entire assembly's ability to function effectively. I would like to request a point of privilege. The interpreter's channel stopped working and my fellow delegates cannot follow what is happening. Previous question, to stop debating and vote on a motion. I call for the previous question to cease debate and move to the vote on no meet on Fridays. Table, to postpone deciding on a motion until later time. I move to table the motion on no meet on Fridays until our next meeting. Withdraw motion. When the person who made a motion changes their mind and says they don't want to make that motion anymore, I withdraw the motion I previously made regarding no meet on Fridays. Adjourn. To end the meeting. I move to adjourn this meeting and reconvene at our next scheduled time. As you can see, motions aren't just technicalities. They're the essence of productive meetings under Robert's rules. Whether it's a main motion, an amendment, or a postponement, each one propels us forward. So don't sit on the sideline next time you're in a meeting. Step up, make a motion, second it, or cast your vote with confidence. With a bit of know-how and can-do attitude, you can be an active participant in shaping the outcome. So go out there, get involved, and keep those motions rolling. Remember, you've got this.